Well, hey, gang.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Howdy.
It's been, what, a day or so? 2 days. With me, as always, is my esteemed colleague.
Chris.
And across from me is the insatiable
Yusuf.
Hey, thanks for chiming in over there. You been to any dolphin caves lately?
Don't get me started.
You know, I looked all of that up obsessively this morning, right?
Fact check.
None of that's real. None of that is fucking legitimate.
None of it's real?
No.
Hey, do you know why
No.
SeaWorld is in the news all the time? That's because they can't keep their workers because they need counseling, okay? What brings people to
Because
SeaWorld?
dolphins are sexually assaulting the workers.
Assaulting the workers, bro. They need counseling, and SeaWorld does not afford them any counseling, bro. They just let them get raped.
Do you have proof of any of this, or is this one of your fucking paranoid delusions again?
Bro, I'm just saying, okay?
For the record, we don't know who this guy is. He just wandered into Chris's house one day while we were sitting here smoking brisket. Well, while he was smoking brisket, and I offered to eat it. And he said, hey, bro, I want to do a podcast. And we're like, okay. And now we're sitting here terrifying people with the knowledge of fucking
SeaWorld is going to send us a cease and desist letter.
Bro, I'm just saying, like, look, hey, where do you go to find dolphins? You go to Florida, right? Florida's the place where crazy happens?
Go to the water, yeah, down there somewhere.
Okay. So if I was a rapist dolphin, where would I hang out at?
In a rape cave.
In a rape cave in Florida. I'm just saying, you guys, it's all there. You just got to open up your eyes to what's in front of you.
I do know dolphins are one of the only animals that have sex for pleasure.
Yes, they do.
Bro, they got...
Your campaign against the dolphins is going to get you in trouble. I'm just telling you. If they're as sentient as you say they are, they're going to come on land.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm ready for them, bro. I will knock a fucking dolphin out dead in its shit, bro.
Not in the water. If it's got you on
not in the water. You're right. Because it grips you up with its dick, bro. It just grips you up with its dick, and it carries you under, and it clubs you, and it drowns you, and then it fucks you.
You can never go in the ocean again.
Do dolphins have big dicks?
They do. They got big dicks.
They got weird dicks?
Yeah, I think that's what Loch Ness has been mistaken for all these years.
It's a giant dolphin dick.
It's just a giant dolphin dick.
It just comes up hoping that fucking Sasquatch will come and blow it, right?
I know a whale dick is called a dork. I know that.
Oh, yes. I learned that.
Yes, it is.
From my school.
You know what? Somebody said that to me yesterday. They're like, you need to bring up dorks. Or was it this morning? Heather said that. She's like, you got to talk about dorks.
Yeah?
And I said, why?
Because they're whale dicks?
And well, that's our wheelhouse is dick and fart jokes. But we're going to try and change that, right? So I went to the Marathon gas station over there on Garfield.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It went great. First off, I came across a whole bunch of people that were just swell.
Yeah?
Okay. But then I looked at what the gas prices were. And I about shit myself.
Yeah?
And as a registered Democrat, I want to know what the fuck is going on.
Who's the president right now?
Who's the president, man? Who's the president? Byron. Who's the president? Byron.
Gas is too damn high.
Okay, how did it get that?
How is it still going higher?
Okay, so my question will be, right? Initially, when it started to increase, we knew that was going to happen because COVID restrictions and regulations are lifted. And people were going to be out, so there'd be a demand. There would be a minuscule increase. It might go up to around $3.25. Okay,
it's too damn much.
It is, but now it's over $4 and
like
my
$4.50.
measly wages don't allow for me in my humbucker car to fucking get from here to work, and I live like 4 blocks away from my work. So
Can't walk though.
why would I do that?
Gotta drive.
It's not fat; it's power.
The day Byron took office, he shut down the oil pipeline, killed 10,000 jobs, and oil immediately got more expensive. We could be oil independent. We could be not worried about OPEC in the cartel taxing our ass. And we are. And everything's getting really expensive.
I would like
chicken's
to drive
expensive.
a truck, but I got to ride a bicycle.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
You have a fucking Audi, so be quiet.
Yeah, well, I'd like to drive a fucking truck.
When we talk to Peaches, you got a brand new truck. Bartending's good in the neighborhood. So, why is inflation driving the price of gas up? You know, explain the mechanism behind why the dollar doesn't go as far as it once did. And I'm talking
because they printed trillions of. I think they've printed like most of the dollars that are in circulation. They've printed in the last like 2 years or something. Like how? And they don't even have to print it. They just like push a button, and then they're like, "Screw the Americans." Screw every time they do that. Every time they print more money, the dollar in your pocket becomes worth less. So, I mean, if you think back decades and decades ago, you could have one person working, taking care of a whole family. Now you got to have two people working and be in debt. And it's just too damn expensive. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I agree. And so I see costs at work, at where I work.
Yep.
Over a year period, there'd be, every morning when I sit down, I have to accept price changes in the computer.
Yep.
And they're set dates
Yep.
out, And now I see it more regularly, and I see it more frequently. Mm-hmm. And so since I've started working there, the price of cigarettes has gone up almost $2.
Yeah.
That's the biggest increase over that period of time on tobacco in probably 8 years.
They keep taxing that harder, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Wasn't that like part of their thinking? They're going to tax it so that people don't smoke?
Tax it out of existence. But yet,
it's not going to work, right?
No, because eventually I will switch to Mavericks until they get rid of menthol.
Okay.
When they ban menthol, I will stop smoking.
They talked about doing that.
They're still talking about it. It's coming back around again as part of these. So
let's mention what inflation is real quick. So inflation isn't things getting more expensive. Inflation is your dollar being worth less.
Yeah.
So there's different ways your dollar can be worth less. One, they can print more money. Two, there can be more demand. Or three, there can be
disruption in
less
supply
chain. Right?
Yeah.
So the housing market, there's less supply, so prices are up.
Less houses available, less cars too.
Less cars? Yeah, they can't get chips, so there's less cars. Yeah, they can't get silicon to make the chips, which is funny because we got like a third of the word silicon's like right down the road. Mm-hmm. I just, famously gold was $35 an ounce for a long time. Now gold's damn near $2,000 an ounce. And it's not that the gold is worth more. It's that the dollar's worth less. And that's what's going on. So every time the government and the Federal Reserve screw the American people over by printing more money, it's a tax on everyone. And then when gas gets higher, then corn and wheat get more expensive. Feed for animals gets more expensive. The meat everything's getting more expensive. We're getting screwed by these oil countries, the OPEC countries. And the government just doesn't seem to care about you. They just seem to want to inflict as much pain as possible on you. I can explain. I'll try to explain inflation very simply with the Big Mac Index real quick.
Ooh, I like Big Macs.
I know you do. So the Big Mac Index is a thing put out by The Economist magazine. I don't know when it was, like the 70s or something. And it shows the different prices of the Big Mac in different countries. So it's really for foreign exchange rates to show, like, if a Big Mac's $4.50 in America and it's $8 in that country, then $4.50 is worth $8 in that country. But if you look at the price over time, the Big Mac started at, I think on the index it's at 50 cents. And now how much is a Big Mac? Like $4.50?
Somewhere in that.
So it's gone up like 10 times in like 50 years. So the money that you could have spent back then, you can't get a tenth of what you could now. Right. It's crazy.
It's hit the streets that way too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you can't get packs for what you used to.
Oh my God.
You just can't. Not that I'd know today, but
I remember when a dime bag cost a dime.
Yeah. Look, I heard somebody said that they went into a dispensary and they told me what they spent on the amount that they got, and it fucking. Seriously?
I tried to fight a guy. I swear to God, I went to a dispensary a couple years ago, and they were like, "Yeah, it's like $80 for an eighth." I said, "What'd you say?" I was like, "Why don't you come outside?" You know what I mean? You might as well just try to rob me. I was like,
Well,
I did too. I was a little intoxicated when I went in. Like I was half drunk, and
So you used to come into my work fucked up?
Yeah, because you guys are open till 2 and got beer and wine, and a lot of liquor stores close at like 11 around here. On like Friday, too.
Do you remember me specifically selling you booze?
One night. Yeah, because I was like, that guy's an asshole. Yeah.
Then I've succeeded at the modest task, which was my charge, to irritate the drunken fucking meathead that wandered in there. I want some Miller High Life.
I want this $5 bottle of wine.
Damn, so today I'd have to steal twice as much just to get twice as less high.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes. So imagine, if you will, you would have to commit about 19 different felonies, like home invasion and trespassing,
breaking and entering.
Probably Arno, that's all going to get tacked on there because you're going to break into somebody's house to try to steal some shit because that's the only viable way anymore.
Without a doubt, yeah.
We're not condoning any of this either, so
definitely don't steal big screen TVs. You get caught right away when you take those to the pawn shop.
Really?
Take those to your dealer.
Use of soundbite for the day.
Drugs are bad.
We are not offering financial advice.
No, we're not. No, we are not. I live at my dad's house, so I definitely have nothing for you. The entirety of what you're trying to explain to me, it's not lost on me. Economics is not, and I'm terrible with money, and I get that, and that doesn't need to always be brought up. But your average American that gets up, goes to work every day, for less than they ever have in history, really, doesn't understand the mechanics behind why they don't have any fucking money. And so they turn on the TV, depending on what news source they go to, which all of it is false, and they get told, do this, do that. It's this person's fault, right? You're Byron.
Who's the president? Byron.
It's all Byron. It was never Cheeto Jesus.
If you look, man, it just, when you see the inflation, like you see the tent cities popping up, like you see the government being derelict. Not even, the government's beyond derelict. They're actually actively working against the American people. You know what I mean? Like they're actively working against the American people. They don't represent the American people. They're like, yeah, we can just, ship all your factories to China.
But they have been. Yeah, see, the manager at my work yesterday, it was either yesterday or this morning, was telling me that he's trying to trade in his vehicle and get a new one. And so he went to a Chevy dealership to get a newer Chevy vehicle, and it's got to come from fucking China. Please help me have that make sense.
Detroit is failed and
it has
lucky
been
to
failed.
Be. Yeah,
Kwame
lucky to be
Kilpatrick
holding on.
butt fucked that entire city, and so did most of the government that's been going on down there for decades.
Yeah, the liberal run cities are in disarray.
Detroit was not always a liberal run. Well, actually, it was. It was, but it's not about liberal conservative politics anymore. It's not even about conservative progressive. It's about the fact, and you said it earlier, that one side is just trying to fuck everything up, and the other side offers dickless assholes that won't do anything about it.
It was well known that there's foreign influence running candidates in the office, elected offices.
Wait. Didn't we just say the other day that there was no collusion?
What collusion?
Never mind.
Not in
2016?
No.
Okay. Covfefe.
Not in 2020 either.
Covfefe.
Yeah, so it looks like one side of the government
Covfefe.
actively wants to destroy America, and the other side is going to let them.
It's been that way for a long time.
There's got to be something done. You got to take the power away. It's a failed government. It's been a failed government for decades. They're just trying to stay in power. I know this might sound crazy, but leftism is just a death cult that prefers kind of suicide, and they just want power. And then the right is just like, they don't do anything. They do nothing. They literally do nothing. They have like no purpose. They just let the left destroy the country as long as they like have a job. It's terrible.
You've done time?
Me?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay, so and the perspective of people that do, honestly, they come out, they don't have sympathy for liberals, right? Because there's failed prison systems in this country.
Oh, yeah, it's a government-run monopoly. Of course
it is. It is. And because the Bleeding Hearts, excuse me, the Bleeding Hearts are saying, we need reform in the area of, drug laws.
Yeah, we need the laws reform. Yeah, the drug war was a scam.
It still is. It's still, like, the DEA.
And who wrote the drug laws? Byron.
Byron did not write the drug
law. He
did.
1990. He wrote the crack law that got repealed.
So what does it matter today? Because we got a whole bunch of people sitting in prison right now. But do you know who John Sinclair was?
Maybe.
John Sinclair was he was like a managerish type guy. He was a hippie, and he used to hang around the MC5. You ever hear of the MC5? They were out of Detroit, and they were a band. Anyway, so John Sinclair gets caught. He's on the scene, and he gets caught with a couple of joints, and he gets locked up for like a ridiculously long amount of time. Mm-hmm. So John Lennon and fucking Yoko Ono, and a bunch of other people from the time, they come to Michigan, to Ann Arbor, and they have a concert to free John Sinclair.
Okay.
So they drum up a bunch of support. There's people fucking, protesting in the streets, all this shit. And eventually they let him out early. And that terrifies the shit out of Nixon. It scared him shitless to the point where they were doing all, G. Gordon Liddy comes on TV and he's, years later, and he says, we were doing our best to try to deport the fucker. We were looking, how can we get him out of this country? Because people wanted change. They wanted reform, even on drug laws, 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
And anybody that said otherwise, they shipped them out or they locked them up. And now liberalism, as mainstream as it's become, has become a fucking joke. It has become such a joke that no action is taken. No work gets done. No laws get repealed. That
they seem to want more laws, more authoritarianism.
Yeah, they do. So, and this can get into sketchy territory, especially with everything that's going on as far as what people think freedom of speech is really about, what people think the repeal of Roe v. Wade might mean. It's an in-depth thing that I don't want to spiral into that tangent right now. I don't, just because it has nothing to do with the fact that this all boils back to money. It always comes back to money, right?
Yeah.
What do men with power want? More power.
People need good jobs and be able to take care of themselves, man.
And you can't do that here. You can't. If I made $28 an hour and I lived on my own, I could still barely,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Do you know what tomorrow is?
Friday.
Friday the what?
Ooh.
Did you ever bother looking up what we told you to look up?
I tried to, but I couldn't.
Yusuf.
Yes.
There's a dolphin behind you.
Play too much.
Why couldn't you look it up?
Too potent.
Tomorrow's Friday the 13th.
Oh, you lost your focus, did you?
I was just, I'm
Need
laser
some more
focused
coffee.
on you guys. This shit's amazing, boy. I don't know what they put in this, but shit.
Okay. What am I Googling again?
National Day Calendar.
National.
I know when you mentioned inflation in regards to the cheeseburger, that touched home with me just because I work at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And I've seen all of our prices go bananas in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Because there was a certain amount of money that I was making, and now I'm like, why am I making less?
Yeah.
And of which we had to raise the prices, and people are losing their minds on us. But I'm like, look, the prices are changing every day. So, yeah, that when you said it like that in regards to a cheeseburger, that really, I'm like, oh, my God, that makes sense.
Yeah, when you talk about inflation, they'll talk about the consumer price index or the cost of a basket of goods. And when you talk about a Big Mac, everyone knows what the basket of goods is. It's 2 beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun. So that's the basket of goods. How much does it cost to get the lettuce, the tomatoes, the beef? And you can see the change in price over time and across different countries. So
tomorrow has a lot of things.
Yeah, I know.
Tomorrow is National Blame Someone Else Day.
All right, blame Byron.
The president.
Blame Cheeto Jesus. Covfefe.
Oh shit, my shit just like automatically muted me for a second.
It wouldn't be a bad thing.
It was when I was loud. Unless
Okay.
It's got a limiter then on it.
So it's also National Fruit Cocktail Day. You fucking fruit. Frog Jumping Day, Crouton Day, and Apple Pie Day.
Who comes up with this shit, bro?
Can we make our own day? Can we have a Jerry HotPants Day?
Ooh.
What day would be Jerry HotPants Day?
It'd have to be his birthday. No, that's too on the nose.
What's the hottest day of the year?
July 31st, my birthday. That's also Harry Potter's birthday, just so you know.
All right.
I solemnly swear that I am up to making that National Jerry HotPants Day. National. Not just local, regional, statewide, but worldwide.
If we make up a holiday, I don't celebrate Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day. So if we make this holiday up and I begin to celebrate it, I'll have no more room to not celebrate those things, and I will go broke.
I want a float for Jerry HotPants for next St. Pat's for the parade.
I don't think it's difficult to do.
I think you can just probably drive right in.
I think you pay like a $20 entry fee.
Yeah, you got to know when to stop, I guess, if you're behind a band. You can't run over high school kids.
And fuck those kids. Tomorrow's Friday the 13th. It is National Blame Someone Else Day. So
that's a great day. That sounds
Bro, I'm a bet.
So I'm going to go in there tomorrow. I'm going to go into work in the morning. And
it wasn't me.
And I'm just trying to think, what could I do there and just say, hey, somebody else did it. Pee on the fucking seat.
Wasn't me.
Is it the Shaggy song?
Yeah, play that song all day.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Like, I got you on camera.
So
wasn't me.
That's in the song, I think.
In other news, we're going to talk about free speech for a second.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because everybody's either favorite or least favorite TV personality over on Fox News there, Tucker Carlson, right, comes on Twitter after he finds out about Elon taking over.
Yeah.
Right, and he says, "Oh, now I'm back. Elon got me back." And
was he banned or was he just not posting?
He was just not posting because he's a fucking troll troglodyte cocksucker. So last episode, I tweeted something to our pal Elon about sucking my balls, and I got banned for fucking being verbally abusive. What happened to free speech, Elon? So if I'm to believe what fucking Tucker Carlson says, right? That, thanks to Elon, I'm not back on there. Then in turn, thanks to Elon, I got banned, so I can't go on there anymore. These fucking cunts.
You think that your message went like to Elon's phone and he was like, "Oh, suck my balls"?
Have you met me? Of course,
he doesn't even have
Not
control of the
today.
country yet, or the company yet.
It
It hasn't gone through yet.
Okay,
It's like
yes, it went to.
it's
his
still
phone.
Twitter
Do you
banning
not?
you. He hasn't paid him any. He's got to pay him money first. Like it's not his company yet. There was something in the news that he's firing two like higher ups or something soon or something.
Okay, so
it's Twitter still banning you. It's still Silicon Valley. What are you mad at Elon for?
I'm not mad at Elon.
You just want to blame someone else for your fucking problems.
No, you fucking muppet. What I'm getting at
Wasn't
is
me.
that what I'm saying is that the other side is saying, ooh, like fucking, that's that gaseous fucking slit Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Mm-hmm. Have you met that fucking Bobble Weeble, right? Or have you heard of her?
Yeah, I've seen her.
Okay. She is, without a doubt, one of the most dangerous Americans in the history of Americans.
Ooh, I would love for people to say that about me. That would be great. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm dangerous. Stay dangerous.
She's not dangerous because she is a threat in the way that she is like, physically intimidating or dangerous. She's dumb dangerous. Somebody gave that fucking squelching twat a platform, and she's using it.
Did she get voted in by people?
Yep. Similar, like-minded
It
individuals.
seems like we vote for a lot of dumb people. Like we're doing this shit on purpose now.
We are.
What'd she do that's stupid or dumb?
Jesus H Christ. The list is immense.
Name one.
Okay, so
Besides space lasers, I'll give you that one. I'll help you out.
no, I wasn't going to go there because Jewish space lasers.
I don't know if she even said that. I just read
did.
that somewhere in some
She
fake
did.
news. So
She
I have a
absolutely
hard
did.
time believing that that's what she said.
Her head looks like a fucking deflated
And-
football. Listen, she
The
went
only
on
people
television.
who've had space lasers are Russia and us, and I think we got Russia's out of there, and they're pissed at us about it. Russia for sure had space lasers.
Did you have a lot
like
of time to go somewhere and think by
2
yourself?
decades ago?
What do you mean space lasers? Like pew 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 pew.
That's
Space lasers?
Like Star Wars.
Star
They don't
Wars
make
shit?
sounds, and there's no air in outer space, so they wouldn't make any noise.
Shut the fuck up, bro. I've seen Star Wars 20 times, bro. There's fucking sound up there.
Historically accurate too,
Fuck outta
right?
here.
Historically accurate.
Historically accurate.
You know what?
Because let me go talk
Yeah,
to the
and
guy
you know
down
what?
the block. He
In
can
a
tell me that
galaxy
he don't
far,
hear
far
shit
away,
out
there were no Muslims.
There probably was.
You sure about that?
I don't fucking know.
So you're gonna.
I think there was Muslims in Star Trek.
There was, but in Star Wars, created by George Lucas. Do I need to keep going here?
Well, they didn't have any Muslims in Star Wars because they would have been the most baddest of baddest motherfuckers in the fucking galaxy. And
With
they
their
have-
tanks and their leopards or cheetahs or whatever the fuck you said.
bro, they got mad Alibaba sword skills, bro. The fuck, yeah, bro.
Is it
What?
borderline racist?
I don't fucking know, dude. I mean, but look, them Jedis, they were all about, using the Force and fucking the sword shit. These Alibaba sword motherfuckers, bro, will cut fucking a camel's hump in half and fucking not even blink, bro. You ever go into a fucking Arab car dealership and walk out without a car?
Yes.
Did I say too much?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. This is where we recede back into the shadows. So,
Okay, I'll be quiet.
what the fuck were we talking about?
Elon. Banning
Elon.
you.
Yeah, Elon. So, Elon
Or
banned me.
MTG
End
or
of story. Elon banned me. End of story.
Okay. Good.
Honestly,
you probably
I-
deserve it.
I had more faith. I was hoping that nothing would come from that, and that kind of disappoints me that
How long you banned
you got
for?
banned for it.
I could still be
Did
banned.
the tweet just get taken? Who uses Twitter that's not like famous or Twitter's for like famous people? Like no one like uses Twitter that's like normal.
I'm famous.
You should be famous for terrible things.
Let's see. Yeah, no, ban is lifted.
Oh
See?
shit!
So why are you crying? Why don't you go in there and kiss some ass?
Hit him
and see-
again. No, bro.
Yeah.
Hit him again. Let's double down.
Let's double down. Okay.
Let's
I think
double
we're going to do
down.
it every episode, right?
Let's double down. Be like, bro, shoot me one of those Tesla cars. I'm sick and tired of driving because I'm not out.
I want that truck that he's got.
The space truck?
The cyber
Look at
truck.
this. There's a phone number calling me, and it's missing a number.
Definitely don't
Weird.
answer that shit.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Feds.
Okay. Yeah, they heard us talking about Elon.
It's Twitter. Like,
you
sir,
do-
before you post that,
Sir, we know what you're about to do. Cease and desist.
dude, they
Fine.
say
Okay, here's-
that Facebook and Amazon know what you want before you want it, and that they could just start sending you shit, and you can just keep it or like send it back if you really didn't need it. Like they know what you're gonna want. Isn't that crazy?
Biden's mistake is that he thinks
makes
he was
sense.
elected to transform the country, but actually everyone just wanted less drama.
Byron.
You're gonna say- My response to this will be
Biggest fucking disappointment in the history of history. How the fuck did that shit happen? There's no way you can't tell me that shit wasn't bamboozled.
Bro, he lost the war in Afghanistan. Like
That
bad.
dude just bailed
That shit was crazy. He just said everyone can come through the southern border. Bring all your fentanyl.
Hell yeah.
Bro, the drug war is the most obvious example of a failed government. Barry and Big Michelle just were totally on board with letting all the fentanyl pour into the country, too. Nobody did a damn thing. Americans dying everywhere from overdoses. No, Just let it happen.
Nobody cares about that besides like the people that see it firsthand and have like an understanding of it. Like, yeah, that shit, that was the epidemic, right? Or that was the pandemic, and it didn't.
Yeah, I wonder how many people that killed, because that's
What, the fentanyl?
yeah.
So, overdose statistics since the start of 2020 were notoriously fucking undershadowed.
Every other day,
The
somebody
percentage of
knows
people
that.
who overdosed in our county alone,
Yeah.
right, and lost their lives, the percentage is not what was reported, because I can count on
Shocker.
one hand in the community that I'm in that the people that we lost to overdose,
Yeah.
and that in itself would make up the percentage. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I think the inflation numbers are way underreported too. I think it's
They are. They want us to believe that things are hunky dory.
Yeah, they
do.
want to
And
keep people confident that things are going well when we could, but then they want to suppress free speech, and we all want to say like, no, we see you guys like not helping us. Like you're letting fentanyl come in, you're letting inflation run wild, and y'all.
Well,
are,
it's
like,
the
trying to
fact that
get
the
us-
very company responsible for the opiate epidemic,
yeah,
you know, they basically get away with it because they create the
that's
epidemic.
right, son.
What?
We're giving out red pills like Purdue Pharma on this podcast, baby.
What he said. They
Didn't
created
they-
the problem. They created the disease, and now they have the cure.
Yes,
Sounds familiar.
yeah.
Sounds
You know?
really familiar.
They'll
And-
do that,
and-
and,
and the-
and they'll tell us, but before we give you the cure, you got to vote for us and give us more money. And this is what happened.
Kafefi.
What happened to Purdue Pharma? They got fined. Did anyone go to jail? They had to pay billions, or
They had to pay billions, but they
to who? A bunch of lawyers got it. Like
fines to the government and the
anyone's
FDA.
families get it or anything? I
I
doubt.
highly fucking doubt it.
Those class action lawsuits, the lawyers make out, and then you get a check for like 37 cents on a postcard.
You get residuals.
You're
You
like,
get residuals. Seriously. And
I guess
and
it's
scary.
I guess it's good because they do hold people. They do hold things to account, but
They do, and it might deter somebody from doing it again in the future. But
nobody gets any damage.
Will you get off your phone over there?
Isn't Pfizer
What's
like?
so goddamn important that you can't be invested in what we're doing?
Isn't Pfizer like the
What's
most
for dinner?
fine company?
What's for dinner?
Cheese quesadillas.
Are you making them?
Yeah,
Cheese.
Oh, you are.
I is.
You poor bastard.
It's all right.
Do you want us to take you somewhere where they make them and then you can take them home and present them as your own?
No, because I'm cheap.
No, it's because they got to be halal.
Yeah, they gotta be halal. I only consume halal.
What the fuck is that?
It's like kosher, but for
Yeah, it
Muslim.
means that basically a Muslim, a Muslim is the one who butchered the meat and sold it to me.
Does the meat have to be like raised a different way, or like
Nope, it's just you just
you can just get,
generally the basic explanation of it is basically be decent to the animal. You know, you give it a drink of water, you pray on it, and you slice it from the throat, and then just let the heart pretty much do all the work so that it cleans out all of that blood. Just kind of like how you do a deer, right? Usually, you slit the deer's throat, hang it upside down.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing, and it's just all hygienic, humane, and it's not those mass slaughterhouses, and it keeps businesses with the mom and pop shops. You know what I'm saying? It's like a win-win-win thing.
Okay.
Can I smoke in here?
No, for the millionth time, dude. I don't smoke in my house. This is not 1973, man. We do not have like porno mustaches, and we're not smoking in houses.
I mean, I don't smoke, bro, but I am really disappointed in how pussified the universe has become now.
Look, I understand.
You said you were going to start vaping.
I know, and then I looked at...
You look like a Newport box. Look at this.
because I'm alive with pleasure.
Bro, you should. They're gonna definitely have us advertising for them here soon. I know.
I don't know if you can advertise. Well,
Do you see what I did not bring with me today? What do I usually have that I did not bring
Your
with
Momo cup.
Fucking a Red Bull.
Oh my god.
You got my crack coffee though.
Yeah, bro, that crack.
Yeah, but the
coffee's on
crack
point.
coffee, unless it has actual crack in it, is not as bad for me as a fucking Red Bull.
Dude, this is
Now, granted, I will be up until 2:30 in the morning, obsessively scrolling Facebook, looking for people to argue with, or Twitter. But at least I didn't poison myself. I had one this morning. So, there's that.
Yeah.
But I'm not continuing them through the day. He's got to update.
He's been doing a lot of those lately.
I know.
It's like, hey, ladies, how are you?
He's putting the duck lips out there and everything.
Hell yeah, duck lips. Look at these.
He does them so much his butthole does duck lips.
He said, I eat ass 2022. Do you eat ass? It is 2022, bro.
Bro, if you're just down there and then
Why not?
you're down there anyhow, doing it,
Just
what I mean?
fuck it, right?
And this time of year,
Pete, do you eat ass?
goddamn right I do.
All right, bro.
The first time, man, I was just it was an accident. I slipped a little lower, and she made a funny noise, and I was like, oh, shit.
And you didn't get kicked in the face, right?
Oh, no.
So then, I mean, this time of year, it's all the fucking same swamp anyway.
That saran
sack. Saran sack.
Fuck.
If you made it back for the second episode, I hope you didn't tune in right now.
You're a goddamn fucking trooper.
Yeah, it's just going to get weirder. So we resolved today that the feds are fucking us.
Oh, yeah.
So would you say you're more libertarian than you are anything?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if we have much use for government at this point, so it might be complete
And libertarians say fuck the feds.
We might be past that.
No, that's true.
To anarchy. I'm not sure. I think there should be private everything. So I'm not laissez-faire. I see that the things the government tends to have, the things the government has a monopoly on tend to be failing, like the roads, the schools, the prisons, and you can't get rid of them because there's these non-elected officials that are making careers out of the and you can't get rid of you can vote out the politicians, but the people that are the staff that's in place at these you can't get rid of them, and it's just they just do my least favorite people in the world are the people that are just doing their job, just just put this star on your shoulder, just get in this train, just walk in this shop. You know what I mean? You can't fucking. I don't know, man. People just take the money and they do what they're supposed to do, and it's
it's very disappointing. Yeah,
you got to stand up at some point and be like, this shit isn't right. But when
there can't be an excuse as well. This is what I was told to do. You got a brain.
When you suppress speech and you use the government to stifle dissent by hitting people's pocketbooks, or Obama used the IRS to go after conservatives and shit, you can't do that. Or 2016, you know what I mean?
Didn't Canada do that not that long ago with these?
With the truckers.
Yeah.
Again, that's the Federal Reserve System,
bro, and that's Canada. I'm blown out of my mind. I'm those are the Saudi and what you're talking about, and Canada started.
Did we even mention
gangsters?
the Federal Reserve? Does everyone watching this know that our money is printed by the Federal Reserve, and the Federal Reserve is not part of the federal government? Our money, our debt is owed to the Federal Reserve. So we owe money to people who aren't when they ask who we owe the money to, it's not the federal government. It's to the Federal Reserve.
True.
And people should just know that. If you don't know that, you should know that. That's why your money says Federal Reserve note. It's a debt note. It's not a piece of gold. And I think it's unconstitutional to do that. I think the Constitution says you have to mint. I think the only thing we can use for money is gold. I think that's what it says. Something like that. We can fact check me on that.
Yeah, please somebody correct him for a change instead of just me. I'm praying you're wrong. Just so that I'm indifferent, but I just want you to be wrong about something.
I would love to be wrong about a lot of things, but I just don't think I am. We're living in a failed country for over 100 years, and we're fighting.
How can it be
we're
a failed
failing.
country?
Do you see the 10 cities?
We've had James Brown.
Mm-hmm.
We've had
keep going.
Michael Keaton. Wait, he's Canadian, I think. I think he's Canadian. I could be. No, he's not. He's not Canadian. We have apple pie. We have AR-15.
Madonna.
Ugh.
What is your problem with Madonna, by the
I
way?
don't know, bro. She looks like somebody wearing a suit of somebody else, and it's just like, your time is done. Just go lay somewhere and just something. I don't know, man. I used to love Madonna.
You wouldn't
boy.
bang? Would you bang any women over 60?
Of course I would, bro. I love old
Okay.
women. I don't
Okay.
know.
Oh yeah, that's right. That fucking
Yeah, I'm the guy.
What guy?
he flirts with them.
Bro, I flirt with old women. If you're old, bro, look, man, I don't have a PS5 yet. I don't give a fuck.
So you're trying to get one for Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah. If I could get
So-
5,
Sony's supposed to be putting out more of them.
they better, bro.
You can
because
get 'em,
I'm
like,
the only
right-
guy on the block without one.
You can get them directly from them or something. You got to go to their website.
My younger brother has a few that he's sitting on, but I have respect. If
No, wait,
I
wait,
can't
wait,
get
wait,
it
wait,
through
wait, wait,
sleeping
wait.
with somebody, I don't want it.
What? Those two things
Huh?
do not.
No,
What?
I'm just saying. I'm gonna get it my way. I'm not no hand me outs. Get it the old fashioned way. I'm gonna give her the old stump and pump and kiss her on the forehead and just basically buy it off of her phone while she's sleeping.
Oh.
He's gonna have to do it like that opening scene in Kingpin.
What is it about good sex that makes me gotta take a crap?
That's that coffee, bro.
No, it's from the fucking movie. Jesus Christ.
It's from the coffee.
I think you jiggled something loose, Tiger. Or in Panther.
Panther.
You know, okay, so what we figured out today is that the feds can't be trusted. People who are not the feds print our money. Tomorrow is National Blame Someone Else Day. It's
Hell
also
yeah.
Apple Pie Day and a multitude of other things that are irrelevant. We figured out that Elon has it out for me.
He sure does.
He has personal notifications go off on his phone when I'm on.
I think you're making up things that don't exist.
I don't know, bro. It seems like because why would I like?
I wonder why that sounds so familiar, Christopher.
Oh,
Are you sure that at some point in your year and a half there where you didn't sleep, you didn't dream some of this shit up?
Man, I don't. You know what? I did have some deja vu the other night about something, and I was like, "Whoa, I've been here before." Maybe, maybe.
I don't know, man. I feel as though you make valid points on things, but I just don't want to agree with you.
What do we do if things get like more expensive? Like, what if gas was like it's like $4.50
Then it's
right now?
fucking Road Warrior.
What?
It is like it you know. It
you
is,
got like
We're Mad
beans?
Max.
leave the gasoline.
Do you got beans and rice in your like store? It, you know what I mean? You got to have like some beans and rice on
honestly,
hand.
I'm just gonna kill myself if I have to forage for food or figure out how to grow shit like rows of corn so they cross pollinate.
I'm gonna
just kill
eat
me.
you, bro.
Yeah, I'm rich in nutrients.
Like, bro,
Rich in fucking
Look.
menthol and whatever they use to make Red Bull.
Nice.
because of how
Niacin.
often war and whatnot happening over back where I'm from, man, we're habitually storing shit. It's
Yeah.
just like ingrained in us. So even me sitting here,
I'm
bro,
s-
in the States, I'm sitting on some food too.
Oh, that's right. Didn't you have gas?
Yeah, bro, I
He had,
started
he had
storing
gas in
gas.
red cans for like 2 years. He's still using the end of it.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
he
bro.
is.
I was like, I'm getting ready, bro. It's hitting.
It goes bad after you guys
Yeah,
put
you can
put
stabilizer
stabilizer
in
in
it.
it.
Yeah, well,
I think it'll be okay in a car, but in a small
Yeah.
engine, it'd blow it up. It'll.
Is that why my
Gummed up.
car's running like shit now?
just don't worry about it, bro. I had to
Just
use it
don't worry
somehow.
about it. I bury the pedal and I'm doing 15
Bro,
miles an hour.
You have to push your
You
car to get it to
fucked my
move
ca-
anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I'm just gonna kick the bottom out and be like fucking Barney Rubble at my toes and fucking.
You look like Barney Rubble.
Yabba dabba doo.
Oh, Frodo. I've been called Barney Rubble a lot, actually. Because
Yeah.
my fucking big toe points up.
We're starting to get towards that point, boys.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take another shout out to Jerry real quick before we dip out.
Jerry.
So what words of wisdom you got for Jerry going into the weekend?
I called him Burnt Dick Jerry today.
Yeah. Did you hear about that, Yusa?
No.
He fucking walked into the tanner, right? And tells the lady, whatever Jerry says.
Tanner, he tans?
Well, he's going on a trip, and so he's been,
He wanted to get a base.
yeah.
But the best part
What
is
is
this
going
exact
on?
thing
Okay, so
has
hold
happened
on.
to him before.
Yeah, and this happened to him before.
And he's talked about how he would never do it again.
And he went in there, and he hasn't been in a tanner in like 3 or 4 years. And the lady set it to 12 minutes.
And he wanted to do like 6. And he just stayed in there with no lotion.
And now
on.
he's burnt?
He burned his
his
whole
dick.
body.
They burned his dick.
Oh, my God.
Like peeling skin.
And we can't, anyone that wants to say, oh, you guys are outing him in the worst way. He fucking put it on his Facebook that he burnt his dick.
Now the whole world needs to know.
Yes, yeah. Everybody talks about what a great man he is. If he was that great, he wouldn't have burnt his dick.
Poor guy, burnt dick.
Don't give him
fucking
poor guy horse shit.
Damn. I mean, I feel for him, bro, because shit.
I don't want to feel that shit.
I'm gonna
Burnt dick Jeremy.
I'm gonna send you a picture that I want you to put up at this point in the podcast that he was sending around about me today.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll probably get some traction.
Very spiritual. Jeremy.
Yeah, not spiritual at all. But everybody thinks fucking Jerry HotPants walks on water.
Bro, you deserve any meme he sends you.
That's like not even a point of a % if he sends you anything.
I know. That's like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. That's a drop of rain in the pond, bro.
I was sent here by God to keep him on his toes. That's why I'm here. I'm just doing the Lord's work. And when you guys realize that, then life will get easier for both you
Pete's
and
trying
him
to get into heaven over here.
Yeah.
by doing Jerry HotPants memes. Hey, hold on a minute. Before we cut, I want to see. There's a guy walking by the front of the house. And if it's who I think it is, I won't name him by name, but I'm going to tell you a story real quick about this guy. It's a very devious, fucking disgusting story, but it's funny. And it's not him, so we'll wait till next time to maybe think about talking about it. So, from the Creatine Compound, I'm Pete.
I'm Chris.
And you are?
I'm Yusuf, and how come we haven't talked about the Justice League? You know the Justice League, bro? They got a dude that can hear everything all around the world, and this motherfucker, you telling me, hasn't heard motherfuckers calling out for help from rape caves? Like, real deal? Oh, my God. Bro, they're just battling muggers and fucking dudes from other other planets.
Because there are no dolphin rape caves.
haven't seen one comic book with dolphins as the villain, bro.
Because dolphins are not the villain.
Bro, dolphins are...
Did you not see Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I sure did. And you know why they left?
Because they were smarter than us.
Because they had to go rape different shit because the planet was about to get destroyed. So long and thanks for all the fish. I'm going to go somewhere else and take someone else's bitch. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Oh, my God.
All right. You guys have a great weekend. Don't get stabbed by Jason Voorhees. And lastly, if you see this guy in public... He loves it when you go up to him and put your hand up his shirt and just tweak his pecs.
A little bit.
It's kind of like winding up a toy.
Mm-hmm. Wind me up, all right.
Have a good weekend.
Peace out.
No, I'm busy tonight, actually.